In this first video looking at the crazy year that was 2020, I wanted to call out 3 major factors that really impacted the world of Thailand bloggers. These were the 3 C's: COVID-19, collaboration, and Chad. Travel is usually the single largest subject for videos in our genre, closely followed by instructional videos. But COVID-19 put waste to that for much of the year and completely changed the dynamics, as those now stuck outside of Thailand had extremely limited options for content creation. So whilst a few people put out an unseen video or extra highlights of their last trip, these went relatively unnoticed because no one was interested in life before COVID anymore. We all wanted to see the situation on the ground at that moment. Those lucky enough to still be in Thailand could now freely pump out hours of videos on what was or wasn't happening in the land of smiles, as we all hungered for information and sight of a Thailand increasingly short on tourists and even reducing numbers of expats. Whilst the worst thing possible for many holiday tubers, not to mention some just starting a channel, this gave oxygen to a raft of new live-in tubers, clever or lucky enough to still be in Thailand. In a weird twist on things, as the virus situation worsened, and the holiday tubers in particular showed us the emptying tourist streets in their final days of vacation, the buzzword around the globe was becoming lockdown, and we witnessed what would turn almost into a race to leave the country or return to a home province. Possibly the best example of this was Eddie Sweeney, Steady Eddie, whose return flight was cancelled, but he managed to make it back to the UK on the final Thai Airways flight. We also saw scenes of hotel closures, witnessed in Tommyland's video capturing the notices being given out door to door. Gone now with the videos by the likes of Jim Andrews, The Good Farang, Big Fat Bestie, Jeff Carter, and even Dead Farang, and more. We now watch any footage available of our favourite and seemingly empty hangouts from whoever was there to show us. Once Thailand was locked down, and it was clear the virus appeared under control, the real worries were back here in the West, where it was getting out of control. Following our own lockdowns, and as the first wave receded, but restrictions still stood, the question everyone wanted answered was, when can we return to Thailand? As the months passed slowly, so too did the rolling monthly announcements of more flight cancellations, with us ourselves having our August flights cancelled. As summer here neared an end, Thailand prepared to open its borders again, but only to a small group of Chinese tourists on a special visa. As the politics of the virus played out around the world, the next type of video we witnessed were by the lucky few re-entering Thailand and documenting their stay in an ASQ hotel. But then, just as Thailand was receiving international recognition for its handling of the virus, an outbreak occurred at a seafood market just west of Bangkok, with only a week remaining of the troubled year. And now, as cases crop up across provinces, we're all wondering what happens next. Collaboration. Like all good superhero films in recent years, 2020 saw possibly the largest level of collaboration yet. Probably as everyone is fully aware, this is a perfect method for helping their channels grow. It was interesting to see a herd or pack of YouTubers together, how they interacted and how they filmed events. Whether it was just a quick catch-up between 2 people, or a large group of families or couples meeting up for a road trip, we got to watch events from multiple different perspectives, and sometimes posted over different timelines. On the negative side, once you've seen 2 versions of the same trip or events, then the videos of any vloggers posting later were all too easy to ignore. We knew the ending after all. Here's just a few examples of the many collaborations we saw.
YouTube could be a good way to attract new customers.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. A lot of people are traveling back. They're on a salary.
The other plans for today, what are you guys gonna do?
Oh, part 2 of our vlog.
That's a very valid point, but I just want to ask you something. I'm going to be straight.
As well as 8 miles from home. And of course, Jim Andrews.
Yes.
Taya, you might recognize her from what's the channel called?
And haven't bothered going back to a lot of the places that I went when I used to.
like a family amongst us vloggers.
Yeah,
isn't
cheers,
it?
mate.
I
Cheers
haven't
for
met.
Two special mentions here. The king of collab in 2020 must have been Foreigner Joe, meeting up with at least 15 different channels over the year.
Go have fun.
I don't know. No time to be said. I don't know.
Lame.
You see this guy messing my video up?
Most influential by far must be Jonny There Is Something Happening. After giving a launch pad to the likes of CB Media,
I keep interrupting Johnny's videos.
Miss Jira Thailand,
Hello.
Good morning, Johnny.
Hello, Jira. How are you? Good?
So
and
I
the
came home
naked
with a
guru in
backpack with
Asia,
about £600 in my pocket.
and even an early shout out to the Facebook page Thailand Vloggers. Not to mention a meet up with Chris, retired working for you,
I think I got
and who
some
could possibly
Australian
forget the
red
funniest
wine.
collab with Esquire.
Put this easy.
Esquire is melted.
Really?
The final C. 2020 also saw the emergence of Chad with his CB Media channel, easily the largest disruptor to the status quo. Now I could add a fourth C here, and recognition is certainly due to another channel that came from nowhere during the year, that being Chris's, retired working for you. For me, Chad first came to my attention as an intro to a couple of Jonny There Is Something Happening's videos back in January. Chad's unique style of video, mixed with content on, well, anything with an engine, and the occasional pretty or ladyboy, resulted in a number of viral videos that have seen him go from 0 to over 230,000 subs in 2020. His video on drag racing of longtail boats, posted in mid-August, is currently standing at 5.1 million views now in late December. A sunset beer, bendy road excitement,
Oh, here we go. Look at this. Oh! Oh! Yeah, baby, look at that. Holy shit.
and the odd are now trademarks of the CB videos we come to expect. So that was 2020 in a nutshell. Stay tuned for a more detailed review of events from the year that we all just want to end.